Well, isn't it everyone's favorite engineer at home, Mutahar? Or maybe we should say Emmanuel. Because let's face it, statistically, it is way more likely to be a fat Mexican than a fat Indian. Just saying. I honestly, at this point, would not exactly be surprised if Mudahar lied about being Indian just for internet clout in some way. Completely not surprising, in my opinion. But Mudahar decided to make Christmas come early today by responding, which is probably one of the dumbest things that you can do at this point, because there is no way this dude's response is anything better than a pirate software response. Let's be completely real. Mudahar is pirate software only fat.
Now, I use the E word over there, and I want to just start talking a little bit. I know there's been some drama, and I want to kind of address things here really quickly. So, obviously, I have been calling myself a engineer, in some cases a programmer, a cybersecurity engineer.
Uh, Air Force specialist, the first Avenger, the super soldier serum patient zero, engineer, cybersecurity expert, Linux expert, virtual machine enthusiast. Man, when does it stop?
Whatever you can call it. And, I apparently have also been a dropout, which I don't hide. Now, obviously, me being a dropout.
Only you do. Okay, this is already a bunch of lies and a bunch of obfuscation. Again, I think Mutahar is exactly the same type of person as Pirate Software. Zero accountability and will lie to save his ass the first moment he can. So yeah, no. You are constantly telling everyone that you're educated. You're constantly telling everyone that you're an engineer. And now you're just trying to pretend, oh, I never said that.
Dropout. I don't have a degree, so I'm not a certified or licensed engineer. Now, I made a lot of videos in the past where I've taught you guys about computer safety, cybersecurity, a lot of this stuff, and I think that content stands up on its own. And I believe it actually can be used, and people.
He unironically is telling people, I taught you about cybersecurity and safety while using a clip of Minecraft. I just want that to register with everyone. Cybersecurity uses a clip of Minecraft.
People have learned from it, and I think that's great. Now, if you feel offended, if you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that I do apologize. And I will denigrate myself to, I guess programmer or a fat Indian guy that knows a bit about computers. That's what I'll leave it at. And
I can't wait until the moment that people like coding Jesus start looking into his actual like code and what he has done with programming and stuff and start dismantling him.
That's pretty much all I have to say. Now, again, if you want to stick around, awesome. If you still feel wronged and this does not suffice for you, then I don't really give a fuck. Simple as that. Now, again, that being.
Hey, if you're offended by my lies, suck it up. It's your own fault, okay? What a great. You gotta love it.
Being said, if anything else comes out of this, whether there be some legal stuff, then I'll just let lawyers handle it and we'll call it at that. But that being said, I want to move forward, and that's pretty much the engineered response that I had to give. And that being said, let's look even further into what's going on the other side of the world. So the United Kingdom.
Wait, that's it? That's Munahar's response? I thought this is gonna be like an hour-long video, but he just put on the Amsterdam lights for no reason? What? That's it? He must be joking. This must be an early April Fool's. Now I'm pretty sure that's very UK. Huh. Oh, the Pakistani flag. Yeah, that's definitely the UK. VPN's not. Oh my. You know what? 0 out of 10 response, but I'm not gonna lie. It's a stronger 0 out of 10 than at least Carl Jobst, who dropped his response to Billy Mitchell and saying he was wrong in the end of a 30-minute Dark Souls video and completely tried to brush it off. It's technically at least better than that, boys. Wow. I I was expecting some. I mean, this was as pirate software as it honestly gets. And again, it's really funny that Mutahar is a nepo baby. His parents are rich. They cured Ebola, and his dad is a heart surgeon. That is hilarious. Okay, man, Mutahar. I really wanted him to go in and talk about, because this is not even an apology, honestly. This is just fake. He's not even, he's just saying, I'm not an engineer, but you know what? I never said I was. I even said so a couple of times that I wasn't. Bro, shut up. Everyone knows you're lying. Everyone knows this is BS. And he's not even gonna talk about any of the other allegations against him, about the funny things about being in, wanting to join the Air Force at 16 or however old is he supposed to be, about his college. Like, he's just gonna completely ignore all of this. This is insane. Well, what can I say, Mutahar? 10 out of 10. You played me. I expected it. No, actually, let's check the end. Maybe at least he has like some kind of thing that he says at the end.
Time on the internet, me personally, given changes in my life when it comes to my
Oh shit, he actually does. This is what the weak do. You know, they talk about something at the end. Is this?
row were described as potentially at risk. Now, I assume they mean
No.
games like take away all of that freedom overnight, basically. And I don't know what else send this message over like actual public service actually ever seen. But you know, it really makes me wonder like what my future is too. And I'm not saying this is like I'm retiring right now, but I would honestly say expect a video even tomorrow, or expect a video every day. Because my time on the internet, me personally,
Bro, don't you have a job to do? Isn't YouTube just like a side thing? What do you mean expect a video every day? I mean, aren't you currently, I don't know, programming something in cybersecurity for the Pentagon or whatever? Don't you have like real estate investments and stuff like that? I mean, don't you have like 15 firms you need to attend to right now?
given changes in my life when it comes to my personal stuff, I would rather dedicate my time to family first and most importantly. You know, at this point, I've made my money, I've made my time, made my mark on the internet. It is what it is. And I would rather focus on, you know...
Guys, people found out I'm lying about literally every aspect of my life. We pirate software pretty hot to the sun, but it is what it is, boys.
A part of life that isn't being invaded by the government, and it isn't being invaded by third-party companies. Because I really do think that what we're seeing now is just sort of the start. I think the...
Oh god, it's another Asmongold. You have to submit to every... whatever. Anyway, that was our boy Mutahar. He did not even address him being or not being Indian. I mean, I want a birth certificate at this point, okay? We're Obamaing this guy so hard. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye.